It's the day for Canada's National Football Final, the 1976 Grey Cup game.
Hatanaka takes it at the 33. Flags go down. But look at this return by Hatanaka. Touchdown, Bill Hatanaka. The rookie from York University, Bill Hatanaka, returns the punt 78 yards for the touchdown.
That play by Bill Hatanaka certainly will be something that he'll remember for years to come.
It was a freezing November. It was Exhibition Stadium. We were playing against the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who were having an amazing year. For some reason, we were underdogs, but we didn't understand why we were underdogs, because we were in the Grey Cup and we came there fully intended to win. The punt came towards myself and Art Green, my punt return mate, and bounced into my arms. So I made my move to the left, and you realize you gotta go. And I turned the corner, and there was clear sailing for 30 or 40 yards. Bob McReady was there, the kicker. I was fortunate to get by him, and then it was just a sprint to the goal line. And I remember thinking, we're gonna do this for sure.
Time has run out on the clock, and the Ottawa Roughriders have upset Saskatchewan and won the 1976 Grey Cup.
There are countless studies that show Fortune 500 companies that are diverse perform better, and if you can't move people with morals, sometimes you can move them with money. Were you able to show the business case as to why the work that you wanted to do made sense?
The business case for diversity within financial institutions and sporting organizations is very clear. You take the Canadian Football League. I'm very proud to be an alum of the Canadian Football League. This is a great Canadian institution that's withstood the ravages of time and exists today as strong as ever. The tagline, diversity is strength, is the best tagline I have ever heard from a professional sports organization. And what it sends, in my opinion, is that everybody is welcome. This is a big tent. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, you are welcome within the CFL. You may be a spectator, you may be a sponsor, you may be a player, but you are welcome and you are contributing to the strength of the overall organization. Very, very powerful stuff, and I'm proud of the league.
I want to go back to your family and their immigration and assimilation story. How did your family end up here in Canada?
Well, my parents are both Japanese Canadian, so I'm very proud of my Japanese Canadian heritage. Both my parents were born in British Columbia. During the war, they and their families were all interned, possessions taken, jobs gone, and this was basically done to individuals who were born in Canada. So it's a very hard story for them in terms of the war coming, the internment, and then the dispersion throughout Canada of Japanese Canadians, generally speaking. My folks ultimately both settled in Toronto and married, so I grew up in Scarborough. And you know, I've had the opportunity to have an entire community across Canada behind me.
If you were to tell your success story to the much younger version of you, hearing stories from your parents about their experience running around Scarborough with your friends, what would that kid say to you?
That kid would say to me, "You've had a great ride. Your career could be painted as one of an absolute upward trajectory, or you could paint it as what it really was, which is a game of snakes and ladders. You have to learn from your experiences. You have to forgive yourself for the things you didn't know. You have to strive to be the best you can possibly be. And you have to seek out the wisdom of others who are willing to help you in areas that you don't know as much about as you may think you do." Our forefathers in many different cultures went through some very, very difficult times, and we honor them by moving forward with their work, whether it's teaching, whether it's reconciliation. We have an obligation as the next generation who's had an opportunity to stabilize because of their actions, to move forward and make them proud.
Certainly in the CFL community, we need to continue to do that, and you are one. I'm honored to have been able to listen to and learn from your story. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, Donna. Thank you so much.